So who's Coach Parker?
Happy Black History Month. I hope this month of February has been filled with lots of love and continued opportunities for you all to grow and be your best you. I am Nadine Faustin-Parker. I am a children's book author, a three-time Olympian, having competed in the 100 hurdles back in the years 2000 in Sydney, Australia, 2004 in Athens, Greece, and 2008 in Beijing, China. I am also a resident here in Mason, Ohio, and I am a mother of two, and by God's grace, happily married to Anthony Parker. I've always been asked why track and field, and it always makes me smile. You know, some of my friends I remember in high school, they would say, "What's the motivating force? You're always just running around little circles," and I was like, it's so much more than that, but it's everybody, has their different motivating factors to do what they do, and one of them was for me was to run. When I started competitively in the seventh grade and realized that it was a daily push to see how I could be my best self on a given day, see if I can beat the clock. It was about that adrenaline rush. It was about stepping out on faith and courage to be my best self. And so I remember those races like they were yesterday, especially those first few, the first few that I did in the beginning. And, they changed my life. Olympic time. That's one of my favorite things, just having gone to the Olympics. But as I stated earlier, yes, I'm a three-time Olympian. So thankful for the experiences. And I guess one of the things that I'd love to share with you guys about the beauty of it was having the opportunity through the course of my 10 years on the European circuit and being sponsored by Nike for the majority of the time, as well as 1 year with Puma, a short term with Puma. I got to travel to over 34 places, countries, and just really have the opportunity to see more of the world than I would have ever imagined. And the perspective that it brings, the open-mindedness, it's so key because I can look at things I think through a better set of lenses, and try to review situations or analyze things, with definitely a much more open mind. So super thankful for those experiences of traveling all over the world, meeting so many different people, all the different language, all the different types of cuisine. Truly a blessing that I'm thankful for. And then there was, you learn. My faith in God, I would say, through the challenges, definitely got stronger. People say, well, what kind of challenges did you have? You're traveling by yourself, especially young. I think I started probably about 23 years old. And so it wasn't always easy. There was also just managing the business sides of thing. Now, when I ran collegiately and was All-American at the University of North Carolina, it was one of those things of everything is done and prepared for you. Now you are your own brand. You're going out there. And it was definitely eye-opening, but enjoyable as one can imagine. And so with all those challenges or even injuries at times, or just not winning a race and having to deal with the mental factor of having short-term memory with that and moving on to the next. the next race, the next practice session, and again, being my best self. That didn't always come easy. It was something that was learned, but super thankful because that's what I'm able to teach the college kids that I have the opportunity to coach now. No, I'm just playing around. My daughter, that's her singing the Superman theme song. So she's all flying, Mom, I'm a superhero, I'm a superhero. We're all inspired, we're all motivated, by certain individuals or certain events in time that have taken place. For me, I would have to say my family has truly inspired me. The love, the support, just everything that they do it big. They give everything that they have, and they do it with a smile on their face. I think for me, it's they are on a daily basis inspiring me. I'd have to say that's my.
She's an enthusiastic coach that always looks out for her team and also wants her athletes to be better, not just in the sport of track, but also in life as well.
When I think about inspiration, legacy, for me, with those that I have the opportunity to engage with on a daily basis, or, maybe just once in a while or just one time, I hope that the time spent will bring them joy and happiness. That's important to me. My name, Nadine, means hope. And so I would hope that I bring a sense of positivity into others' lives. That's important to me in general. I get to work with young people on a daily basis at the University of Cincinnati, where I am an NCAA Division One collegiate coach. And what I am hopeful that the youths that I am honored to train, as they've chosen me to mentor and guide them through realizing their dream, I would have to say that I would want them to hopefully leave with knowing that, wow, if I really do set my mind to something, I can achieve and I will achieve. It's about having them leave feeling comfortable in their skin, no matter, the peaks and valleys that they may encounter in their journey of life, but that they'll still be able to stand tall and stand strong, and that they'll be able to be uh, a great parent one day, if that's the choice that they want, but also be a light for others. So for me, it's really important to just be that light and share with others. Life is so short. Free time, it really exists, huh? Free time. Okay, so what do I do in my free time? I like to stay in touch with family and friends, and I prior to the pandemic, going out for a nice bite to eat at a nice restaurant and just go out as a family. I really enjoyed those moments, but hopefully in due time we'll have the opportunity to get back to doing those things. But I also love to write. I love to write. Kept a diary or a journal pretty much all the way through like 32 years of age. It was my outlet. It's just what I did. And, when I retired from the sport of track and field after the Beijing Olympics, I wanted to share my experiences. I wanted to touch upon my journey with others, and I was trying to figure out what's the best way to do that. And then, inspired from the birth of my son, I realized, why not have it in a children's format? So I came up with a book titled Little Tony's Worldly Adventures. And in this series, it's 5 books that describe little Tony's travels through Switzerland, Paris, France, China, Brazil, and Australia, and just kind of touches base on the culture, the foods, always engaging in sports with the character. And it just gives a sense of, I'm hopeful that gives youngsters an open mind to what traveling abroad is like, as well as the excitement and the wealth of knowledge that one can acquire. And then just 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 want to travel and see it for themselves. There's so many children that never leave their hometown areas, and so for those that may not have the opportunity anytime soon, or it's something that they aspire to do, but for whatever reasons they cannot, then they can take a bookcation. I like that, bookcation, with Little Tony's Worldly Adventures, and they can travel the world and learn some more about different countries that they may not have known prior to that. So that's what I like to do in my free time. So as you know, I love to write, but I also love to read. And I read a book a few years ago, A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson, and did a little bit more research on her and whatnot. And one of the quotes that many times are attributed to Nelson Mandela, but came from her, is as follows: Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. Before I let you all go, I do want to say and remind you all to live, love, and laugh. We always see that written in stores, online, but it's so true. People used to say, "Oh my gosh, you smile so much. Nobody's that happy. Like, why are you faking it?" And I'm not. I'm so happy every day, so thankful every day that God has blessed me to be alive and be a better version of me than I was the day before, and have the opportunity to instill those great morals and values into my children. I'm in awe of all of it and thankful. Does it get tough sometimes? Sure. But can we push through? Can we make it by His grace? Yes, we can.